Peace, y'all. It is your favorite tarot reader, your girl, the Moon Goddess Leem, and I am back with a quick energy check-in for my Tauruses. I was in the middle of recording, and at a minute and a half, for some reason, it cut off, stopped recording, was acting like it was going to post. So, Taurus, this applies to your Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, and Venus signs. The cards that were drawn so far are the Sun, the Five of Wands, and the Hanged Man. So what I was saying initially is there has been some form of conflict, Taurus, that has occurred that kind of knocked the wind out of your sails and kind of made you feel like there actually is not going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, when in fact this conflict took place so that you could have a change in perspective. It's not necessarily for you to fall into a depression or for you to think that things are taking a turn for the worse. Actually, you are still in a very vibrant state if you can stay tapped into that. This is more or less about a perspective change. You are looking at something wrong, and Spirit is trying to get your attention for you to look at things a little bit differently. All right, Holy Spirit, tell me more about this perspective change. What is it that you need Taurus to either change their perception on or look at differently? You. Okay, yep. So it's something that has you stuck in your head with the Nine of Swords being here. And this is, Nine of Swords is self-imprisonment. This is your thoughts keeping you trapped in a loop of a cycle that you are trying to get out of. The Knight of Wands indicates that you need a fire lit under your ass to get forward motion going again. However you have been looking at the scenario, you need to stop and you need to look at it a different way. All right? Because once you recognize that you are keeping yourself in prison by the way you're looking at this situation, when the perspective actually changes after you come into that recognition, you are going to have more energy, more motivation, more passion, more fire, more of that Leo sun confidence coming back towards you. Okay, the sun energy, of course, represents Leo, and Leo is all about the heart, all about confidence, all about courage. So you need to have the courage right now to stop thinking against yourself and start thinking in a way that is going to benefit you and bring happiness, joy, abundance, passion, good energy, good vibes, and all of that back towards you. All right, Holy Spirit, what other messages do you have for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, and Venus? Two more shuffles and I'll pull from the top. One more shuffle and I'll pull from the top. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so you have this Seven of Swords in reverse. So you have been thinking that someone got over on you, or you were thinking that someone was doing something manipulative, or that someone was playing games or running tricks behind your back. And that is the perspective that needs to change. There's more to this story. There is more that was going on than what meets the eye, or there's more to the story than the information that you have been given or that you have figured out on your own. This is the time for you to start looking more deeply into this scenario. Find out what the intent of the person was, what was actually going on, actually hear their perspective. The thing with you, Taurus, is that you are very, very stubborn, and once your mind is made up about something, it's very, very difficult to get you out of that mind frame and to get you out of that state of mind. Once you are convinced of something, it is solid, it is law, that is what it is. And Spirit is urging you to look at this scenario differently. Look at the conflict, look at the breakdown in communication, look at what happened from a clearer lens, from a bird's eye view, so that you can recognize that this conflict that happened was not because of someone being manipulative or trying to trick you. And there is more that you need to there's more investigating that you need to do to get to the bottom of this situation. This situation has caused a lot of heartbreak for you and whatever other parties are involved, and that's because an honest conversation needs to be had. And when you have this honest conversation, you need to be open-minded about what is going to be told to you. You cannot go in there with your preconceived notions already, because that's going to defeat the purpose of trying to have a perspective change. The perspective change is going to come by way of communication and actually actively listening to what this individual or these individuals have to say. All right. And here we are. You have the Six of Wands here. So once you do that, you are going to be victorious. Once again, bringing back that confidence, bringing back that courage, that vibrant energy. You are going to be victorious in this situation. You are going to overcome this Nine of Swords energy that has kept you trapped in a loop on repeat for the last 18 months. And it's all because of because you don't want to have a conversation. And honestly, it feels like you don't want to have the conversation because you don't want the perspective to actually be changed. You don't want your perspective to change. You have been able to maintain a victim mentality or a victim mindset out of this situation because you've been able to go off of, well, this person played me. Well, actually they didn't, and you need to have a conversation with them about what actually happened and state the facts of the matter and keep your emotions out of it. All right, Spirit, can you give me one more message to wrap up the reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, and Venus? Thank you. Four of Swords. So this is also a period of time where you kind of need to pull back into yourself, spend some time with yourself, hear your higher voice, connect with your higher self. And this is also going to assist you in that mind shift that is necessary and that Spirit is urging for you to have. See, you are going to have this conversation with this person and you're not going to be able to make an immediate decision on how to maneuver with that person right away, okay? So you're going to need to take some time and you're going to need to mull over the facts that were presented to you. You're going to have to replay that conversation over again, and you are going to have to consult with your higher self to determine if what this person is saying is true, if these are actually the facts of the matter, and then determine what the perspective shift should be and how you are to maneuver in that new mind state. Is this someone that you are to welcome back into your life if there's been a period of separation? Is this just the, okay, we've cleared the air, I still don't rock with you, but at least we have cleared the air and it's not a beef situation, or it's not where we're going to continue to have petty, weird energy with one another, things of that nature. So, here we go, Page of Cups. So yeah, this is going to be something that you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot react from a place of emotion when it comes to having this conversation with this said person. All right, you are really going to have to take some time and think before you speak, think before you react. Take a minute and take some deep breaths. Count to 10, whatever it is. Take a day, take a night, take a few days, take a few nights to really sit with yourself and determine what the next steps are going to be after this conversation is had. You may not like everything that is going to come up in this conversation. You may learn that there are some things that you actually did that you're going to have to work on, and you're going to have to take accountability for that piece as well. But overall, you are going to have this conversation with an open mind, and then you're going to have to sit with yourself thereafter to make some decisions on how you're going to want to move forward in this situation. All right, that is what I have for you, my lovely Tauruses. I hope that this resonated with you. I hope it made sense. I hope that it provided some clarity. Until the next time, peace, love, and light.